Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dancing Oracle with Najia, where we tune in to the energy dancing around us, within us, and between us. Today, I have a really special guest, Donna Moongoddess. She's a certified Moonologer and is what she calls spiritually fluid. And her channel is mainly about the moon and different aspects of Moonology. When you visit her channel, Dhana, Dhana, Moon Goddess, I'll put the link down here with all her information. You will also see oracle card unboxings, walkthroughs, and readings, as well as the occasional DIY. So Donna's mission is to help everyone, especially women, realize their innate power by manifesting and improving their lives with the phases of the moon, just as women have done for millennia. So visit and subscribe to Donna's channel. Right down here, I'll put all the information. And let's welcome Donna to the show. Hey, Donna! Success! Let's see if she's connecting to audio. While she's connecting to audio, I want to tell you how I met Donna. I started thinking how long we've known each other. She entered my belly dance class almost 30 years ago, mainland school night. Can't hear you. So, yeah, she's still connecting to the audio. And she's a really beautiful dancer. And we have a lot in common. We've kept in touch all these years because our hearts are connected. And I hope that today, when you see her, that you'll feel connected to her and subscribe and listen to all her advice. So Donna, let me see. Say hi to everybody. Make sure we can all hear you.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Yay, success!
All right.
We had a couple audio glitches earlier.
Nice to see you all.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Listen, I'm so excited about your channel.
Thank
All
you.
right. I've been watching her Facebook post and I've been sharing them on my Facebook, and all my students and followers are like all excited about what she's doing. And now she's been doing the YouTube and really getting into everything in such a beautiful way.
Awesome.
So Donna, what can people expect when they visit your channel?
My channel is mainly about Moonology, which is like the meeting of the moon and astrology for conscious creation.
Mm.
But I also do oracle card unboxings and walkthroughs sometimes, and occasional DIY, and yeah, some readings.
Oh yeah, I just saw an unboxing video that you had done the other day.
Oh,
But
okay.
I haven't seen your DIY, so can you tell me about some of your DIYs that you've done?
Yeah, I did one for making your own perfume oil out of flowers that grow out in your garden, like in the springtime.
Oh,
With
that's really
the
wonderful.
Valley.
Ooh, I got goosebumps. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. It was nice. It was kind of like right when, we were all stuck at home, and I was just like, it'd be great. I've never done anything with these flowers, and they come every year and they smell divine.
Ah. Are there any other really interesting shows that people can scroll through your videos to tune into? That sounds amazing. Are there any other DIYs or other top shows of interest that you want to point people to?
I also did make your own like fairy spell jar. So
Ooh.
I was telling people you could do this very inexpensively, like go to like Dollar Tree or somewhere like that and get all the things you need for that. And I go through all the things I got. I like come out with the bag, kind of like a haul, and show you
Yeah.
like each one and then the finished product, and and I
Oh, I
my Etsy shop too. So I show what I made and then what you can make. And
oh, and you have these items in your Etsy shop?
I have the completed ones that I made, but then I was showing everyone else how to make one on.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
so magical. Wow, I gotta go watch your channel now. I've been so busy.
Yeah.
I can barely get my stuff up on YouTube. No,
Uh,
I'm like excited. I'm gonna watch some of your DIY videos tonight as I drift off into the dream world.
Great.
This is exciting. Wait a minute. Okay, so give us one more. Give us one more.
One more. Okay.
Yeah.
Another thing, I actually haven't done it yet, but I want to because they're really big sellers on my Etsy shop, are black mirrors. And I make them during the time of the dark moon. And you can meditate with these mirrors. And you can, yeah,
What?
yeah,
I never heard of this.
yes, it's kind of a form of divination. You can,
Okay.
yeah, so you can just stare into it and, use it the same way as you might like tarot, oracle, or crystal ball, or, water in a pan or a bowl. Just
Yeah.
those
So
very
instead
meditative.
of being silver
Yes.
reflective, it's black reflective?
And I make them myself, and I only do them during that time because then you get those energies and that power from.
Wow, and it's a good time to tune into Donna and to do these different DIYs because we're going into a period when the veil is really thin right now.
Exactly.
As we go through Samhain, Halloween, and what
Hmm.
we have in Catholic religion, All Saints Days, All Souls Day, a lot of different cultures are aware that the veil is thin now as we change into the colder season.
Yeah.
And our ancestors are more reachable right now. So it's a really good time to check out Donna's channel and to watch her and to like really watch these amazing projects that she does and to do them yourself to help you tune in. So Donna, this is kind of a new concept for me, and I'm sure it's a new concept for a lot of people. What is Moonology exactly? Like, break it down for us. I mean, I know it's a little astrology, little moon, but
Yeah,
exactly what is it?
it's actually something that women have been doing for millennia, women in particular. I'm sure men do it too, but it's just something that's kind of been innate, like with women. So we are very connected to the moon, our cycles. Like, we would ovulate during the full moon, bleed during the new moon, and, like the maiden mother crone situation.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's all of that. So what you do with Moonology is during the new moon, you make your wishes and you write them down. You can either
Mhm.
keep them to refer back to them so you can see what came true and what didn't, or what a great way is to write them down and then you burn them and you kind of send them up to the ethers and just kind of release it.
Release it, just kind of like not dwell on it too much, just know that you did it.
You want to still work on it, so that's what we do during the waxing cycle. So all like the 2 weeks from the new moon to the full moon, you work on your whatever you wished for.
Yeah, so that's actually the period we're in the last couple days now, right?
Yeah, right now. We're in that right now. So
Oh, do I dare ask what you
I
set
wish
set
for.
forth intention wise? Well, I know you want your channel to do
Right.
well.
I was like, well, YouTube channel. But there's that. And also, like, one of my biggest wishes is just to be who I truly am, because it's not always easy to be our true selves in this world.
Oh, wait a minute. Like, let me hear that again. So you want tell me again. That's a really big point.
I just want to be who I truly am, who I came to this planet to be. I want to fully express myself without fear or concerns about what other people are going to think or how they're going to treat me or how they're going to see me or anything like that. Because I just feel like we need to express our souls so we can learn
Yeah.
everything we're here to learn.
Yeah, learn and share
Exactly.
and bring it back to source through the
Right.
long journey.
I think we're all
Yes,
here to help each other and teach each other and to.
for sure.
Work.
We're definitely here to help each other.
Mhm.
Actually, I think a lot of us who kind of think outside the box, as we'll say, um, we know we have a calling to
Right.
help other people.
Exactly. It's about
Yeah,
service. It's
it
about.
really is. Yeah, you have it in your dreams and your innate knowing and different ways of communication and reach a lot of people. So if you're drawn to my channel and Donna's channel, um,
A beautiful channel.
you might be one of you may be one of the ones called to service to help
Yeah.
humanity in different ways, tuning in and honoring the connection between everybody. Um, so are you, I saw something you are certified Moonologer, right?
I've been certified since like around the middle of the year. Actually, on my birthday, I became a certified Moonologer, which was really wonderful.
Ah, wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful.
exciting. Yep.
Congratulations. Yeah. So now are you taking clients, by the way?
I will be taking clients very soon. I'm getting my website together. It's pretty much up already. So there you can go and see all my where all my social medias are, including like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Okay.
just all that kind of stuff. And you can email me and I'm definitely going to be doing that like within the next like couple weeks.
I guess in the meantime, they could reach you through the Moonology, Donna Moongoddess on YouTube for now, just to kind of keep in touch to
Yeah.
be, and I'm sure you'll be announcing on your channel when
Yeah.
you're launching.
And also, yeah, just to if they want to get in touch with me, also I have a website. It's called DonnaMoongoddess.com. So D.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Donna, what made you want to be? I mean, it kind of surprised me. Like, I know you're tuning into, but you came out in a big way. I saw a lot of your social media things. Really, you really beautiful, but it's like a big calling for you. So, what made you actually want to become a moonologist?
I just always felt very, 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 very connected to the moon. And, I'm a Cancerian or a moon child, as some of us like to call ourselves. And it's just always been something important to me. I love like moonstones. Like I wear this ring every day for like,
I got,
have a moonstone.
well, no, I don't have my moonstones on. Thought
Yeah.
I did.
Okay. Yeah. It's just,
I got it.
so always so beautiful and just magical and special, and like it has some secrets like I want to speak to her, like. And
Yeah.
so when I found out about being able to be something called Moonologer, I it was like it felt like a dream come true, because I've always been interested in astrology, and Moonology incorporates some astrology in
Oh,
it too. So
so what's your moon sign?
my moon sign is Gemini.
Hey, me too.
That's cool. See, we know each other all these years and didn't even know that.
I know, we're always seeking the knowledge and studying away. And yeah, I was like, I happened to text Donna, like, I thought, oh, shit, I gotta ask her, I gotta make like a little thumbnail for this video. And most people turn off their text, and she's an artist. She might be up late, like 1 a.m. And then she's like, I'm up. We're talking till like pretty late after that
Yeah, it
because
was
we're
like,
both working late.
yeah, we were up like trying to get all this together and stuff.
Getting all the stuff so that this could actually happen and get loaded today, so it doesn't wait around. Wow. So, I wanted to know, it said you're spiritually fluid, but do you have a specific spiritual path, or what has your path been all these years and led you to what you are now?
At,
Just tell
at
us a little bit more about yourself.
Okay. At this point, I don't have a specific spiritual path. Like, I guess, like a lot of us, I started out in Christianity. I actually went to like a Christian school in like from first through third grade.
Yeah,
And after that, my family started going to Unity, which is what really started to kind of open me up to these kind of
that's
alternative
nice.
kind of things. So, we were listening to like Abraham and like all that stuff.
Oh, really? At a young age?
Yeah, when I was a teen, I was doing
How
that.
nice.
Yeah, and then I got interested in everything. Like, I don't know, you name it, I was curious about it. I have books like about Buddhism, and I think what else did I get? I don't know, just tons of stuff. But I do remember having a very kind of keen interest in Hinduism, because I always loved like
I
the
remember. I
yeah, the
remember.
chakras,
Yeah.
like Krishna, and Shiva's always been a favorite, and Kali. So I actually went to a Radha Krishna temple for quite a while.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, back in those days, seeing you there and visiting the temple for
Yeah.
your one of your celebrations,
Mhm. And
and we're all handed up and beautiful.
cute. And I also studied like Wicca and like paganism, and all things in there. So that has been quite, a big interest of mine. I have tons of books about that.
Yeah, I know a lot of Wiccans. I'm not Wiccan. People think I am, but
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by a lot of
Right.
Wiccans. Yeah.
I wouldn't exactly categorize myself as that either, but I'm if someone calls me a Wiccan or a witch, I'm just like, thank you.
Oh, okay, because you're reading about it. You're not in a formal group.
No, I was briefly, but I realized that I prefer to kind of work on my own, and maybe for some of the holidays or the Sabbaths, I will go
Yeah, I understand.
from other people.
I think I'm drawn to a lot of the holidays, and even without knowing about it, like kind of came into this life doing some of those things without even knowing why, and discovering decades later what I was doing because it's kind of must be a past life influence.
Yeah, I would think so. And I kind of feel like that about like astrology and the moon and all that. I really feel like it was just always so interesting. I remember when I was in, I guess, fourth grade, like in our science department, I saw all these planets like hanging up, and I was just like always fascinated with it.
Oh God, right? Doesn't that just like do something to you when you, I'm sorry, I'm shaking the camera
I I've had that happen before too.
because
But
I'm
yeah,
all
it really
excited.
is. It's just so amazing, and you just think about how vast like the universe is, and I just never understood those people that think we're like the only ones. I'm like, how is that even possible?
It's
Like
like we're
so
like
much.
little ants. We're like compared, we're like a grain of sand in the whole
Yeah,
whatever.
not nothing, but you know what I mean. It's just like there's yeah, exactly like a grain of sand.
We are, but then we're also important because we're part of the creator. I mean,
Yeah, it's both really.
it's both. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have
You know what? I remember when I was little. Now I grew up Catholic, and I would be studying all these different books, on astrology, palmistry, tarot, even like studying Hinduism.
yeah,
And then I would be like all freaked out because I would get turned on. Even like some of my gifts would come back. I had a lot of gifts when I was very young toddler.
yeah,
I had a lot of memory of the other realm that I was from, and I had a lot of knowledge, and then I was forgetting it. And then I started, because I had that early calling, kind of just was seeking all different spiritual knowledge. And then I would get freaked out and throw it out, throw out the books, give them away or whatever,
right,
and then come back to them back
right. I
and forth,
see what
because
you
of that early Catholic, that this is devil's
understand.
work.
Not to
Even if you're just like, I'm drawn to the moon,
right.
you
No,
know, but oh no, you're a witch, you're devil.
right, isn't it?
You
It's so
get like brainwashed, and it's just it's just for a natural response to be in tune with nature, right? Just to be in tune with nature.
exactly right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that. But yeah. I think you were curious about the quarter moons because we're just right around the full moon.
Yes. Yes. So what do you do during the quarter moon up until the full moon? Because here we are right now,
Hmm.
a couple days into the quarter moon.
Yeah. So around the quarter moon time, if it's the waxing part, you want to kind of really commit to whatever your wishes were. And
Okay.
the quarter moons themselves, whether it's the first quarter or the last quarter, are great for gratitude. Just another time to remind you to, be grateful and appreciative of things in your life. So those are just nice little points to just make sure you're doing that
All
over
the time, the gratitude part. Yeah.
and
Yes.
yeah, for the white
Nothing
moon. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
nothing good happens without gratitude,
You're right. And
right?
even if it does, do you realize it's good? Because if you're not thinking, you know what I mean? You're not really thinking about it as, oh yeah, that was actually a really great thing that happened to me. So
Yeah, and you even some of the bad things can, if you alter your perspective, they really taught you a lot of great things, or made you stronger, or made you more aware of other people's suffering, whatever it may be. If you suffer yourself,
mm-hmm.
there's always a different
I agree with
perspective to look at.
that. And that actually helps you like suffer less if you look for like what am I learning from this, or
Definitely.
how can I, not get into the situation again? Okay, great. Now I'm so grateful I have that knowledge. I have that experience. And like maybe this person is one of my greatest teachers because they help me, see
Yeah.
about myself or see where I need to grow or,
Oh,
things
for sure. Those people that give us difficulty are our greatest teachers.
really are.
Yeah.
A lot don't want to see it like that, especially at the time. But, you find out later. You're like,
Yeah. You know what? I always like to I get really in touch with the earth, and the moon, and try to be aware of the cycles because of the way the water works in relation to where the sun, the earth, and the moon are. So when you have um, the full moon happening, everything just wants to go down into the earth, into the deep roots. It's just a natural gravitational pull
Yeah.
down, and it will nourish the deep roots of the plant. So like if how you water things or what you do or how you plant things, a lot of time people were in touch with this for thousands of years, very aware of the moon. And then
Mm-hmm.
the new moon, the energy, because of where the sun, moon, and earth are in relation to the gravitational pull, it's just the opposite. Everything is going up. And that's why we send our wishes upward, because there's a natural
Yeah.
going up and away
Yep.
happening. And that happens with the plants too. They're a little bit more vibrant, springy, and then the water is closer to the surface at the new moon compared to during the full moon. The water is like deeper in the earth. And
Mm-hmm.
there's different moods. They've done studies. I know in the city of Philadelphia, many, many years ago, they did studies, the full moon studies, to see the higher incidence of crime and
That's
more
what
people in
they
the
say.
hospital. And
Yes. Those people are like, oh, it must be a full moon because like all
yeah,
these.
it must be a full, because we heard that, because we're both from the Philadelphia area, and we heard that all our lives. I don't know if the rest of the country has heard that.
I don't know. I would guess, but
I
yeah.
would guess, right, about the full moon thing. Yeah, and there is something about the moon's tide. I even like going into the water when I spend a lot of time down at the beach because I do those mermaid retreats.
Yes.
And the waters are, because I was going down there so much running these retreats that I would get a different feel from the where the moon is, what's happening with the moon and how the tides and all. Um,
Yeah. I recently actually learned it's not only, how you heard during the full moon that the tides are higher, they're also higher during the new moon.
yeah, so they're very active times.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
very active.
They
And
are.
the thing is, it's just our generations. We're two different generations, but our generations um are kind of out of touch with nature, and we're coming back to those ways. But we're going back thousands and thousands of years that people were extremely aware of what was happening, and in relation to them, they're not desensitized. They're very aware of what part of the moon phase they're in because they could see the moon every day. It wasn't obscured by all the buildings
Lights and stuff
and,
too.
and
Yeah.
we're not inundated by noise. We were looking at the moon. We were looking at the skies. We're very aware of tuning into the sunrise and the sunset, feeling that, the veil is also thin at sunrise and sunset naturally. And it's a really beautiful time to be out in nature during those times. Um,
Really.
but I
Yeah.
think I think about how people even built their houses. They were so in touch with what's going on. It was oriented toward the sun and to allow passive solar coming in to heat things, and how they built their houses because they were aware of nature.
Yes.
So,
I
and
love
I
that.
know that you're very much aware of nature like me. So is there anything you would like to tell our viewers about your relationship with nature and the moon?
I want to see the moon every day.
Every day, yes.
Day. I want to see it every day it's possible to see it. I mean, of course, we can't see it during the new, like when it's new, but I try to like spend time with her like every day. I mean, she's up actually during the day just as much as she is at night.
Yeah,
People
I
think that,
see that often. Yeah.
yeah, like today, I don't remember what time moonrise is, but like I checked earlier and it wasn't even above the horizon yet. So, like, the closer the moon gets to full, it's like the opposite of the sun. Like the sun will set and the moon will come up. But when it's new, they go around together, which is, really
Oh,
beautiful.
I didn't know that.
They go around
Wait a minute.
together.
I gotta like start observing more
Yeah.
when I have some more open land to look at.
Yes. Yes.
So when it's a new moon, they're closer together?
Yeah, they're like right. They're right next to each other.
They are.
Yeah, they're just right, yeah, in the same line. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh
yeah,
man.
I just try to, get some energy from her, give her some of my energy. That's just, get that moonlight on my skin. Like even if it's just through a window, because people think about getting sun on their skin and how good that feels. Like to me, the moonlight feels,
The moonlight, yeah. Do you charge your crystals with the
I
moonlight?
certainly do. I
Yeah.
I haven't done it too much during the new moon, which I would like to do, but then the sun's on them too. That's just
I have to figure out how to spot, I mean, I guess it's like right before or after the new moon to see in relation to the sun, because when it's new moon you can't see it, but
right.
that little crescent, I have to keep an eye out now.
Yeah, that to me is almost more like, I know in some other parts of the world it's not the new moon until you can see that little crescent. It's something called the dark moon, which is something I
Oh,
always also work with.
okay.
So that's,
Oh, that's something we could talk about too as we get closer.
yeah, I have a video all about that too as well.
Oh, okay, about the dark moon. Okay, so I hope everybody will watch that video, The Dark Moon.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to tell everybody because Donna is like newer to YouTube, and we're trying to like promote content, free content for everybody, to really learn from. And it doesn't, cost anything, but if you want to help us out, watch our videos. And she has a lot of great videos, it sounds like, because one of the important factors for getting any kind of money from YouTube is having people watch your videos, having the watch hours in. So please watch her videos. Please visit her channel, go and hit the like button as well as subscribe, and there's a bell to get notified when she has a new video. I'm definitely bringing her back on. I'm going to be watching some of her videos now that I'm going to carve out some time, and from there, I'm going to bring her on to talk about, some of these videos that she's doing and what she's planning, and more adventures about her website and taking on clients. Um,
We set up for sure next time we have a chat.
and you can leave a comment down here. You can leave a comment asking what you'd like to see when she does come back. So is there any last thing you want to say, Donna?
Um, yeah, actually, I'm not sure I finished just kind of giving an overview of Moonology. So I talked about the
Oh
wax.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll really quickly talk about the waning cycle. So you make your wishes at the new moon and you do your gratitude and, commit to your wishes during the first quarter. So when the full moon comes, what you want to do is kind of release, everything to the divine. Like it's kind of like you work harder on the waxing cycle and kind of, you know, relax more on the waning cycle. You don't want to not work on your dreams and just make wishes and then just be like, okay, but you keep going. So
Yeah.
then by the time the new moon comes around again, if you realize maybe your wishes hasn't come true or you don't see it moving towards that, you kind of want to reevaluate and make sure, like during the waning cycle, like maybe the balsamic phase when you see that last little crescent, or during the
Mm.
dark moon, which is just like 3 days before the new moon. And that's also a really important time to like get serious on your self-care and rest and rejuvenate, because you want to start fresh and forgive people at the full moon and all
Mm.
that stuff, so you can be open to downloads and everything that is going to help you move forward in your life, because you don't want to be coming in with baggage like when the new moon comes back again. So that's what the waning
Absolutely. You
cycle.
got to release anything that's not wanted.
Yeah,
Definitely. And forgive.
yeah.
We're all human.
That actually stops a lot of people from manifesting what they
Oh, I
really,
can imagine.
because that's really important. They don't really talk about that. Like if when you watch that movie The Secret that was out like 20 years ago,
Yeah.
whatever it was, that's a really big important thing about manifesting. So Moonology at the full moon that's like the main thing you want to do. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. And you don't have to work with the four phases or the 8 phases. You can just do your wishes at the new moon and your forgiveness at the full moon, and work up from there, or just do that.
Oh, by the way, if you join Donna on Facebook, she posts all those phases. to
Mm-hmm.
keep you aware, and the different types of moons throughout the calendar year.
Yep, and I give you all your correspondences. And when you have a Moonology reading, like you'll find out you have to do your chart, and then you can see where the moon is all the new moons and the full moons are every month, and then that'll help you like tailor your wishes to get like the biggest like kind of bang for your buck kind of thing. So yeah, it's not too complicated, but it can be more involved if you want, or just very basic and simple.
Yeah, and it'll become a part of your life when you once you get used to it. It's just like anything else. It'll be part of the natural rhythm, and you'll be tuning in.
Yeah.
Hey, so I have to go teach belly dance. This dancing oracle has to go teach a class, but I really appreciate you coming on. It's so good to see you. I wish I could just hug you right now.
Oh,
And hopefully we will soon.
yes,
We're
I'm
not too far away from each other. It's I haven't seen you in so I
no,
don't know, it's
very
been a
long
few
time.
years, right?
Yes, at least. I think
We keep in touch all the time. It's just that physically seeing each other, what goes on? Busy
yeah,
lives.
it's lovely, and it's I'm really happy we got together, and I look forward
I
to.
am too. I am too. I'm thrilled. And we had something else planned, doing some readings and together with another group.
Yeah,
Just kind of do some mysteries of the universe.
that sounds so amazing. Yeah,
I'll
I'm
do
excited
tarot, she'll
for
do
it.
oracle.
Mhm.
We'll find some other readers to join us and kind of just have a little fun,
I think that sounds
right?
absolutely wonderful. Yep.
Because we work well together. We know from previous experience from decades ago,
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already.
right? Right?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
believe it? I can't believe it. But we lived a bit. We had some fun.
that's right.
We
We
expressed our creativity and
still,
we're still doing it, right? We're
oh,
still going strong, right? Throughout the pandemic and everything.
yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Donna, and thank you, viewers. Please, please, please help Donna out, subscribe, and help yourself out. She's got some really awesome topics on there.
Come visit. I hope you like what you
Oh,
see.
I'm gonna love it. You kidding me?
All
I
right.
already love you, and if you're teaching these really cool things, I know I'm gonna love it.
All
I
right.
can't wait to see your DIYs. All
All right.
right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Donna.
Bye.
Oh, wait a minute, I have to stop recording so this actually works.